Hello everyone, I am Sukit Raj, Assistant Teacher of Social Science, St. Joseph English Medium School, Vijayapur. Welcome to first lesson of Geography, our state Karnataka. In this chapter, you will learn the greatness of our state and its heritage, the origin of the name Karnataka and the form of the state, the geographical location, size, land and water frontage and neighboring states of Karnataka. Let me start the lesson with a brief introduction. In the previous year, you have studied about world geography. This academic year, in geography part, you will learn about Karnataka and its geographical condition. As you know that Karnataka is one of the Indian state which has its own greatness, prestige and heritage. We have different climate, flora and fauna, means variety of plants and animals, soils, rivers, minerals and human resources in our state. We have our own literature, art and architecture, culture, holy places of different religions called pilgrimage centers. Among that, some places are identified as World Heritage Centers like Hampi, Pattadakal and Sahyadri region. Now, let us study how Karnataka name has been originated. As you know that historians need sources to recreate the history. So, sources are helpful and essential to recreate the history. Two types of sources are there. First one is literary sources, second one is archaeological sources. Here, some literary sources are helpful to recreate the history of Karnataka. Some of the ancient inscriptions, in Kannada it is called Shashana, which helpful to recreate the ancient history of Karnataka. So, ancient inscriptions says that Karunadu is the ancient name of Karnataka. The word Karunadu derived from Kar plus Nadu. Kar means black soil, Nadu means land. So, land of black soil is called Karunadu. In another Tamil literary work, Shilapatikaram mentioned that Karunad is also one of the ancient name of Karnataka. Karunad means the land which is on elevated plateau. Elevated plateau means land which is located in high region which is surrounded by mountains. Another one Kannada grammatical work, Nripatunga's Kaviraja Marga, which says about extension of Karnataka. According to Kaviraja Marga, Karnataka, which was extended from Kaveri river in the south to Godavari river in the north. After the independence, till 1953, some of the places of Karnataka which were under the control of Mysore rulers, but they were not ready to join with the Union of Indian States and they have decided to remain separately. But after long discussion with Mysore rulers, finally in 1953 they agreed to join Union of Indian States and created Mysore states in the year of 1953. So in this map you can see the picture of geographical extension of Mysore state in 1953. But still some of the Kannada speaking regions remain out of this Mysore state. After 3 years, when states were reorganized based on linguistic, means based on language, some of the Kannada areas with Kannada speaking in Bombay, Hyderabad, Madras and Kodagu provinces were brought together and created Vishal Mysore states on 1st November 1956. So, commemoration of this day, every year 1st November we celebrate Kannada Rajya Sabha in our state. In 1973, for the demand of Kannada people, we shall Mysore state renamed as Karnataka. Today also we will call it as Karnataka. Now let us go to next topic, geographical location of Karnataka. As we studied that Karnataka is one of the 28 states of India. In your textbook they have given 29, but according to recent update there are 28 states in India with 9 union territories. And Karnataka is located in the southern part of India. You can notice here in map Karnataka, which is located in the southern part of India and western central area of peninsular region. So this is called peninsular region. When three part of the land surrounded by water called peninsular region. So in peninsular region, Karnataka is located in the western central region. In the previous year, you have studied about longitude and latitude. Vertical and horizontal lines which are passes through Karnataka. So Karnataka extends from 11 degree 31 north to 18 degree 45 north latitude. You can see here in this map 11 degree 31 north to 1845 north latitude and 74 degree 12 east to 7840 east longitude. So this is longitude and latitude of Karnataka. Now let us discuss about total length of the state. So total length of Karnataka is 750 kilometers from Aurad Taluk in Bidar district to Chamarajanagar in the south. Look at here, Chamarajanagar, one of the southernmost district of Karnataka, and Aurad Taluk of Bidar district is one of the northernmost tip, means northernmost district of Karnataka. So from here to here total length is 750 kilometers. So this is length of Karnataka. Now let us check what is the total width of Karnataka. The total width is 400 kilometers from west to east. Karavar in the Uttar Kannada district is at the western end, whereas Mulabagal Taluk in Kolar district is at the eastern end. You can observe here Karavar to Mulabagal Taluk total width is 400 km from west to east. At the same time, Karnataka has both land and water borders. You can see here in the western part Karnataka attached to Arabian Sea, southern part, eastern part and northern part attached to neighboring states. So Arabian Sea in the west, Maharashtra in the north, Andhra Pradesh in the east, Tamil Nadu in the south and southeast, Kerala in the southwest and Goa in the northwest form its frontiers. Frontiers means borders. So inside place is called Karnataka. The shape of Karnataka resembles cashew nut, means geru bija. Shape of Karnataka looks like a cashew nut. Some districts of Karnataka declared as backward districts by central government. They are Bidar, Raichur, Kalaburgi, Koppal, Yadagiri and Ballari. So those districts having special preference by central government. Now let us check what is the total area of Karnataka. Total area of Karnataka is 1,91,791 square kilometers, which is equal to 5.83% of India's geographical area. So regarding to area, Karnataka ranks 8th. Regarding to population, Karnataka ranks 9th in India. According to 2011 census, we have 6 crore 11 lakh 30,704 overall population. According to recent survey, we have 30 districts in our state. So these 30 districts are divided into 176 taluks, 747 hoblis. Hoblis are smaller than town and larger than villages. Towns and cities together 347, 27,481 villages are there. So more than 67% people used to live in village area. So that's why major occupation of Karnataka is an agriculture. If you take district wise in Karnataka, Belagavi is the largest and Bangalore urban is the smallest district, and Bangalore is the capital of Karnataka. For easy administrative purpose, Karnataka has been divided into 4 administrative divisions. They are Bangalore, Mysore division, Belagavi division and Kalaburgi division. Some of the southern districts of Karnataka comes under Bangalore and Mysore division. Northern districts comes under Belagavi and Kalaburgi division. So here lesson came to an end. Now some exercise questions are there. Let us try to answer some questions. First question, we celebrate Kannada Rajya Sabha on 1st November. Answer is 1st November. Second one, the year in which state was named as Karnataka is 1973. Before that it was known as Vishal Mysore State, and before that it was Mysore State. Third one, the state to the east of Karnataka is Andhra Pradesh. Fourth one, the largest district in Karnataka is Belagavi. Fifth and last, fill in the blank, the total area of Karnataka is 1,91,791 square kilometer. So these 5 fill in the blanks are there in your textbook. You can write same answer in your textbook with pencil. Remaining 1, 2, 3 marks questions will be given in notes. So notes of this lesson will be sent soon. Thank you all.